Hey, how's it going everyone? In today's video, we are going to be going over some new Easter eggs within the latest DLC for Dying Light 2, and that's Bloody Ties. The first Easter egg that we are going to discuss is located on the left side of the Carnage building. Once you head towards the left far enough, you will locate a fence. Now, as you can tell, there are going to be some zombies within this fence. What we need to do in order to activate the Easter egg is to eliminate all the zombies within this area. If you are curious as to what I am using currently right now to take out these bigger ones quite fast, this is one of the bows that you can pick up from the Chapter 2 vendor. This is something that, Techland has been releasing throughout. They've done a Chapter 1, Chapter 2, and now I'm assuming there's going to be a Chapter 3 with a different vendor. What I recommend as an alternative would be the PK crossbow. Once you do have that, you can then just go up here and do what I'm doing. Or if you're more of the melee type, feel free to just go in here and go crazy with it. Although you will be teamed up on by the bigger ones as well as the smaller ones there. There is a massive difference in speed when you do this with just a crossbow. So it's totally up to you on how you want to do this. Now, once you have taken out all the zombies, if you look to the very top, there's going to be a red poster. Believe it or not, this is the Bozak. What you want to do is climb up there and grab that. I have to say you may experience some trouble because of how awkward it is to try to climb up there and grab it. Some weird angles there, but anywho, once you do grab it, like so, you could then drop down, go forward, and then you're going to hop over the fence right here. From there, drop down, proceed forward towards the double doors here, open it up, take a right, then take a left. You'll notice the Bozak poster right here. You will then interact with it, and guess what? Now we are back with the Bozak Horde. This is pretty cool, and it's kind of like a little flashback to the Dying Light 1, if you guys were around for that. Of course, you are going to defuse a bomb, or more so, rip it off. Some point after defusing, you will notice that a wave's going to come through, eliminate all of them, and then it will pop up another bomb defusal. Note that if for some reason it does not show an icon for the next viral, just roam around, go upstairs and then down. Once you have found out the location of this last enemy, take him out, and then from there, we are going to then chase after some bolters. Yeah, good old game of bolters. So this is why the PK bow will come in handy if you have that, or any bow in general, to be honest. Yeah, just swing away and then drop down and go after the next one. As I've mentioned just a few seconds ago, we will then be doing a defusal. What's great is that this is the last objective that we need to accomplish, and then we will then earn our reward. So for this one, again, I would recommend keeping that PK bow out if you do have it, and just take out anything that's nearby, or at least use something a little bit more stronger. And then from there, it will warp you back to your room. You will receive this reward right here, which is going to be the Bozak mask. If I could be honest here, for a reward like this, I'm not too sure how excited I am, to be honest. I was expecting something like the rewards before, at least a Bozak bow or something, something cool. But the mask is cool. I guess if you're into multiplayer, I'm not really into that too much. As for this next Easter egg, this one's pretty cool. For you guys out there that are big Valve fans, specifically Portal, one of the first missions to start the Bloody Ties will have you go towards a specific place that will ask for a password. As I was going through this, I instantly looked to the right without even reading any of the other options. Thankfully, I was able to choose another option, and this is what Roy says in response of "Cake is a lie." Now that is pretty cool that they mentioned Portal within this game. Let's talk about the next Easter egg that involves talking to Chiro. Specifically, there will be a part where he asks you to drink a little bit of the applesauce that gets you a little hippity dippity, you know what I mean? So get this. When you interact with him the second time and he asks you to drink some applesauce, what you will choose within that dialogue is to agree to it. So what's cool about this specific part is that the bottles typically found around the Dying Light universe, you typically do not see this specifically on it, or at least any logo or brand or just anything like that. I do not believe I'm over speculating this at all, so let's take a look at that bottle. Here it is right now. So what you're going to see is Best Gamer. The logo is specifically a heart grenade with the pin and all that, so that is just amazing to see something like that, especially the developers. Try it out for yourself if you would like, or just experience the whole Dying Light 2 DLC overall. It's pretty good. And time for the next Easter egg. If you head over towards the arena where you can then fight or choose a specific mode, what you want to do is go towards the top rankings here. And then as you scroll down, there's going to be some hilarious names as to some that are going to relate to Dying Light 1. And specifically, that's going to be the one down below, the second list. Yet there is a funny one such as Crazy Ozzy, the Gunslinger, really cool stuff. But yeah, let's just go down to what I was talking about before. Do you guys remember Gazi? If you don't, this is the guy that was in the house over in Harran, specifically about his mom or something. I believe it was some delusional stuff if I remember the quest right. I'm not too sure if anything else does relate to Dying Light 1. Let me know down below in the comment section, because the Gazi one is the only one that really popped up in my head. Dying Light 1, you gotta love it, right? What we are going to be talking about next can probably fall into either a secret or Easter egg type of category. It's more of a sad one, to be honest. If you head towards the back portion here behind the Carnage building, what you want to look for is an angel with a balancing scale like so, and then there's going to be a letter in one of them. What you'll do is pick that up, and then if you go all the way down and choose the Night World, this is what it says. I quote, "The worst enemy lives deep in the dark, poisoning our minds with fear and doubt, ruthlessly devastating us from within, leaving only emptiness behind. Fight, for we must until our final days, even when all seems to be lost. Don't give up, you are not alone, pilgrim, we're with you. In memory of Trevor Sternad, Godspeed, friend." So the whole story behind this is that there was a vocalist for a band, the Black Dahlia Murder. The sad news is that the main vocalist had passed away due to struggle with mental illness, and the fact that the developers threw something like this within the game, all I really have to say is kudos. That is just amazing on their part. And before we continue on, all I want to say out there is if you do feel a certain way and you feel like nobody cares about you, just know none of that is true. Absolutely none of it. And honestly, believe me, you are loved out there. Just continue pushing forward, and I promise you, things will get better. And for the last two things that I'm going to be talking about within this video has to do with two specific glitches that currently work. If you activate your UV light and then pause the game, right as you do that, and then go to photo mode, exit out, and you will permanently have a UV light. This is going to allow you to go around acquiring a bunch of samples easily, and then you can then level up a bunch of stuff. Pretty quick way as well to acquire those, legendary items. So try it out and let me know what you guys think. You can do this about anywhere you like, so that's a good thing about it. I don't think this is going to be too effective in DLC, to be quite fair. Yet, outside of DLC, it's absolutely phenomenal, so try it out. And last but not least, there is this other glitch that involves a certain location, which is right here on the map. If you travel over here from the PK spot, you can then just chill here during one of those night runs where all the zombies are chasing after you. They will then fall into the water, instantly dying. You can then go underneath and pick up all the samples. Easy stuff, especially if they are volatile. Easy stuff. And there you go. Hope you guys enjoy the video. If you are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, turn on the notifications, and if you have any questions, leave them down below. Other than that, appreciate everyone that is currently subscribed and is a member, and I will see you all on the next video.